hello. Oh, there we go. Sorry, I need a new lighter. But hi, hello. How are we doing? Today I have a reading for Sagittarius moons. How are you guys doing? It's so nice to see you. I'm so sorry I have to say this, but there's some like stuff on my sleeves. It's just lotion. So I promise I'm not all gross. It just kind of came out. But anyway, hi Sagittarius moons. I'm so glad you're here. Thanks for stopping by. I have a reading for you today. So as I'm shuffling out your cards, I invite you to take some deep breaths to calm yourself. You got a bonus card, nice. Calm yourself, ground yourself, center yourself. Get relaxed, get comfy. See what's going on with you guys. Check in. I love when we get these little beams of light. It's kind of hard to see on camera, but every once in a while they come up and they're so pretty. Oh, there we go. All right, let's take a look at your cards. So for the Oracle card, we have Vitality with Taurus and the water element. And for your tarot cards, we have Ace of Swords, Justice, the Star, Five of Wands reversed, Nine of Pentacles reversed. Sorry, I don't have my glasses on. And lastly, Two of Athames, aka Two of Swords. Oh, and I forgot to say, we'll flip this card over whenever I feel like it's time to flip it over. So I actually want to start here with this Vitality card because it's about looking at things with fresh eyes. Not necessarily with a new perspective, but just, I feel like you might be in kind of a spot where you're feeling a little bit apathetic, a little bit like you're stuck in a rut and having a hard time feeling refreshed, because that's what this card is trying to tell us. It's a reminder that you can start over at any time. You can refresh yourself and your mind and your space at any time, you know? Every day is a new beginning. Every chapter is a new beginning. I think some of this, like, frustration and, it's funny, I'm, like, channeling this energy here. There's probably going to be a bunch of jump cuts because I'm, like, having a hard time just kind of putting a sentence together, you know? So I feel like this is kind of like blockages, stuffy, frustrated type of energy. That's definitely what this is feeling like. Like things are just, you're having a hard time getting things to go and flow the way you want them to, right? So I think I can see here that this Five of Wands reversed and the Nine of Pentacles reversed is what might be fueling that for you. Five of Wands is about competition, kind of people seeing your successes or seeing what you're doing. Well, either for like a competitive reason or just they just don't really want to see you do well for whatever reason. Kind of talking behind your back, kind of, I don't want to say sabotage because that's such a strong word, but just like a little bit of that, right? Which granted, with Five of Wands, that tells me this isn't necessarily some big giant deal. I don't think this is some big giant problem that like is or will affect you negatively in like a seriously bad way. But also, that's super annoying, right? Having, you're just trying to do your thing. You're just trying to work on whatever it is you're working on, build whatever it is you want to build. And some people just have to run their mouths, right? That's so annoying. And with the Nine of Pentacles reversed, that's this feeling of doing, working and growing, but not seeing the fruits of your labor, not seeing the results that you want to be seeing, right? So I think a combination of those two things is really demotivating. And I think that might be what's kind of getting you stuck in this rut, feeling demotivated, feeling like kind of like a stale energy. That's definitely what this feels like. And just from how I'm feeling looking at this reading is like just being so tired and exhausted and kind of like when you're, when it's like really like you're finishing a day of work or something and your brain is just starting to turn off and like you can't think properly or put a sentence together because you're just so exhausted. That is definitely the feeling I'm getting from this. So like I said, if there's a lot of jump cuts in this, that's why. So sorry about that. I'm doing my best. I promise. So I'm going to flip this over first before we get into solutions here, just in case there's a little extra context I'm missing. Page of Pentacles reversed. Okay, so I think one other feeling you might be feeling right now is, when we have Page of Pentacles reversed, it's kind of like giving up on your dreams. A little bit of that. Or kind of being slapped in the face with reality. Which I think actually really does go hand in hand with these cards, right? Whatever it is you're trying to build and work on, those are definitely things that make you not want to keep going. Maybe kind of a little bit of feeling like this is a lot more difficult than you thought it would be. This is taking a lot longer than you thought it would be. I think it's making you, hopefully you're not in a place where you want to give up, but maybe you're kind of second guessing what it is that you're doing. I will say, and we'll get into all of this in a second, but if you are feeling that way, let me just tell you right now, this reading is not telling you to give up. This reading is very much telling you to keep going, because these things that we have here, these problems and issues that you're facing, even though they suck, they're super annoying, they're super demotivating. I totally get that. They are also temporary things. I think they're things that by working through them, they will make you stronger, and they will, I think working through this Five of Wands, which is, like I said, very much about other people, probably most likely about other people, outside influences, running their mouths, right? Having some sort of problem with what you're doing. I think this can teach you to stand in your own power and be, like, screw you guys. You guys, if you're talking bad about me, that's just a reflection of you. That's not a reflection of me, So learning to rise above that, as difficult as that is, I do think that this is an opportunity for you to do that, because it will make you feel so much more powerful. It really will. And same with this 9 of Pentacles. You might be feeling like, because you're not where you you're not where you want to be right now, or you're not seeing the results yet, that means you're doing something wrong, or maybe this just wasn't meant to be. This reading is telling you that that's not what that means. It just means you're not seeing it yet, and that's okay. There's nothing telling me it's coming soon. It's not telling me that that's good or bad or whatever it is. I think it's just, it's okay. It's neutral. It's not here, but that's okay. I don't think that's something you need to worry about. I don't think it's any kind of sign. You know what I mean? So, okay. Solutions. Where should you go from here? Like I said with this Ace of Swords, I was saying with this Vitality card, it's kind of echoed by this Ace of Swords, about letting yourself look at all of this with fresh eyes. And whatever has made you kind of rethink what you're doing, or doubt yourself, or whatever it is, you don't have to carry that with you. You can let go of those things and just continue forward. And especially with that Ace of Swords, it's about clarity of the mind and opening your mind and thinking critically, right? Yeah, I would definitely recommend letting go of anything that's weighing you down. Which I think is largely what we described here, these kinds of things. You can let go of those. You can. As far as this Justice card goes, especially because it's with the 9 of Pentacles, I do believe that at some point you will see this reward. I don't want to speak too much about that, just because I don't think that's the focus of this here. I think part of what you're meant to be learning here is just doing what it is that you're doing outside of the reward, not specifically just for the reward. So that's why I don't want to be like, oh, it'll come in like 3 months or whatever. Because number one, nothing is specifically telling me that. But it's more so just kind of in general. You can trust that this will eventually come. It will. But there's also a lot to be focused on and a lot to be learned with this part of the process. So remember to stay present. Remember to do your best. And those rewards will come. Please don't worry about it. Okay? Just focus on right now. You can do that. And we have the Star. I love the Star. She is the embodiment of optimism, especially when you're at a really low point, which for some of you, it's possible you're at like a really, really low point, But the beautiful thing about her is that she shows up at the lowest points sometimes, because that is when it is not only the most difficult time to be optimistic, but the most necessary time to be optimistic and find some sort of hope going forward. So the Star, yeah, she's definitely letting you know that you have reasons to be hopeful and optimistic, and that you absolutely have the capability to do that, I'm assuming this 2 of Swords, that's talking about a decision between 2 things. So I'm assuming that maybe that's kind of what you're deciding right now, either continuing or giving up, or something along those lines. Whatever decision it is you're kind of mulling over right now, or maybe you have to make right now, I would definitely recommend sticking with whatever this is. I certainly don't want to promise that it's going to work out exactly how you want it to in the end. There's nothing really telling me that here, but this reading is absolutely telling you to keep going, to find that strength within yourself, to stand in your own power. And remember that hope isn't some delusion. It's not, sorry, I hope you can't hear that background noise. But hope is strength. Hope is incredibly difficult to latch on to and to really feel. I think a lot of times it's the tough thing to do, you know, and I think this might be one of those times. That's why I'm saying I think it'll make you feel more powerful. So, okay, Sagittarius moons, I'm going to leave it there. If you have any questions about this, or if you'd like any part of this clarified, please let me know. You can leave a comment, or you can just reach out to me, whichever you prefer. On the shorts part of my channel, I have hundreds of shorts videos where I talk about each of the cards. I talk about their upright meaning, their reversed meaning, as well as any symbolism within them. So if you'd like, I mean, obviously I explained all the cards here, but if there's probably more information about them over there, so you might want to check that out. But like I said, I'm wishing you guys so much strength going through this. I'm gonna say it one more time, okay? There's no part of me that thinks that this is something you should give up on. I really, truly don't think so. I think this is just one of those situations where going through it and going through the rough times and still finding that faith and that hope and that ability to refresh and keep, you know, trying over again, I think that is what is part of what you can learn here and will ultimately make you a much stronger person. So I am very much wishing that for you. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again soon. Bye!